Thanks for joining us once again. It's Alistair from Mango's Mapping. Today, I just want to teach you guys how to disconnect your receiver from a known network and to remove that network from your Reach software. It's a handy thing to know how to do because once you've updated your new Reach RS2 device, and to do that you've had to download the firmware, and to do that you've had to connect to a known network. Each time you turn your Reach RS2 on, or your RS Plus, it's going to search for known networks, and when it finds them, it's going to automatically connect to those and not go into hotspot mode, which from time to time can be pretty frustrating. So today we're going to take our Reach RS2 receiver, which is automatically connected to the work Wi-Fi network that was used to update the firmware, and we're going to connect our iPad controller to that same network. Opening Reach View, we're going to go in and establish the receiver back in hotspot mode and then delete that known Wi-Fi network from the receiver so that the next time we turn it on, it won't automatically connect to that Wi-Fi network. Let's get started. So I've got my iPad receiver. I'm going to jump into settings and make sure that my Wi-Fi connection is the same as the Wi-Fi connection that the receiver is on. And I'm going to jump into Reach View, and I would expect to see my Reach receiver present there. I can select that receiver. It's going to connect to the receiver and allow me to see all the settings. If I go into the settings, you can see that one of the pages is Wi-Fi. I turn on the Wi-Fi page, it loads, and now at the top there's a little toggle switch that allows us to activate the hotspot mode. It's going to bring up a little reminder that starting this hotspot mode will disconnect it from the known network, and we will then need to take our iPad and connect it back to the hotspot Wi-Fi. So we'll enable that. It's now going to disconnect from the Mango's Mapping 1 Wi-Fi, and to reconnect to it we will need to jump back into our Wi-Fi settings and look for the Reach receiver Wi-Fi network. And you can see it's now appeared in the list of Wi-Fi networks. So we can select it, and once again we put in the default factory password for Reach View, which is Emlid Reach, all in lowercase. So we should now be connecting to that Reach network, and once it's completed that connection, we can go back into our Reach View software, and once again we can see our receiver listed in the known receivers. We can now once again click on Settings, go back into our Wi-Fi tab, and this will list the known Wi-Fi networks for this receiver, and you can see that one of the known networks there is Mango's Mapping 1, and when we click on that it gives us the opportunity to forget that Wi-Fi network. What we've done is put it back into hotspot mode, delete that known network, and the next time this receiver is started it will automatically default to its own hotspot mode. Today we've shown you how to disconnect your receiver from a known network, to turn it into hotspot mode, and to delete that known network to avoid the circumstance where your Reach receiver automatically connects to a known network. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.